Hi guys, Susanna Isdale here again. Okay, this is the start of my series of making a gnome and nature journal using this gorgeous book, which I've gutted and started doing, and bits and pieces by Edith Holden, because she's got a lot of nature stuff and they seem to go hand in hand. So I've gutted that. This is going to make a nice journal too. And I'm just going to make a journal, which this will be a step-by-step. First I'm starting with the cover, and then I'll make bits and pieces, and then I'll have a complete journal at the end. But I will also have a whole heap of kits so that you can make your own journal. So I'll make one to show, and then using bits and pieces. Each kit will be a little bit different, but they'll have some Edith Holden and this gorgeous stuff from this book. The illustrations are gorgeous. So I heard a ding. You might hear a ding every now and again. Hope it doesn't stop. But okay, so let's proceed. This first one might be a little bit longer than some of the others because it's making the cover. So okay, start. I've already done preparation. So what I've got here is I've gotten just a cereal box, which I cut up, and I cut it to where is it, from the end here, because that's where you go. So it's 6.5 by 9 inches, and that's from those fold bits. So they're really quite good because they've already got that fold in there, and that's enough. And then in the centre, to give it extra strength, I put in a couple of bits of masking tape. And then, where are we? I used an old pillowcase, which just went really well. I'm having this as the front, so I better make sure, yes, that way, when I put everything on. And I've got this, because I'm a quilter, so it just goes back from, I've got this little sort of thin wadding stuff that I put in there just to give it a bit of, you know, and make it a little bit more firmer. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold this over and glue, and then I've cut out, use a 12 by 12, this is from Kazar Craft base coat collection. This one's called Tree Trunk, which goes perfectly with gnomes. And here's a bit of a sneak peek of what we're going to have on the front cover. How cute is that? Okay, so you use one of these, which you cut to this height. So you cut it by 9 inches across, and then you cut in half exactly, like 6. So you have end up with 2 by 9, 6. Yeah. And then that bit that has, see, I've got these, I'll show you the other side just to make it a bit easier. Like that. And then this strip that you've got at the other end, you'll use for the middle part. So we'll, that goes on over the top. Actually, this bit probably needs to be put on first, I think. So we'll cut that off. Do it on this side, it's a lot easier to see. And just measure the width of that. Where's my marking? Here we go. Let's hope it's right before I cut. Measure twice, cut once. There we go. Now, so how are you all going out there in journaling world? Yeah, you've got a little bit left. But that was so perfect. Tree trunk. So I thought I'll just minimise some of the steps because you've probably done all these before. So I'll just stick that on. I'm just using craft glue. Oh, there it is. The reason why I'm sticking this bit on first, oh wow, it's a fair bit, is because it will need, I want this bit to go over the top. There we go. I mean, it goes, this bit goes sideways, but you won't see it. In the end, I might cut these little scraggly bits off the top and bottom because they will show through. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll actually cut the corners. Okay, not too close. You want to leave a little bit so that you can tuck it in. The corners are a bit covered. So actually the best thing to do is probably the ends first before I do anything, because I was going to have a fair bit on there. Give it a good pull. It doesn't matter if it's got straggly little bits, that's all good, it's going to be covered. Just as long as it looks good on the other side. That's the main thing. Gotta love the way that this either flows out or takes forever. I've seen other ladies put it on their side, so maybe that might work. Bit of a messy job. Now, okay. Now, you could probably fast forward this bit because it is a tad boring, but I thought I'd better include it. Okay. Because I've eliminated quite a bit. I think I cut a bit too close there. Oh well. Need to get that corner. This is never easy. Sorry if I'm quiet. As you know, when you're concentrating, you often don't talk. I wonder where my little roller is. Here it is. Oh, this room is such a mess. You could only see it. Thank goodness you can't. Yeah. Ugh. Good grief. Enough glue there, Suze? I think so. I am terrible at gluing. Always make a mess. Really shouldn't put that much because I'm planning to sew on the inside and around the outside of the edges. See, this is why you need to allow a little bit more when you're cutting the edges. Don't be like me. Allow a little bit more on the edge so that it's not so difficult. I mean, it looks really bad at the moment, but once you get that paper over the top, you wouldn't even know what's underneath. Okay. Brings me back to my old crafting days. Okay. Go. Hope I'm in view, people. I'm sorry if I'm not. Ugh. Probably not. I'm going to move my little gnomey stuff. I don't want to ruin it. This is the most tedious part of all the lot. Once this is on, the rest will go quickly. I haven't even got glue there. Probably not. Come on. Really hope that some of you are able to create along with me. That would be great. If not, you can wait to the very end and I'll have the kits all ready for you and it'll be done in no time. Half the battle is trying to figure out what you're going to do. Someone else can do that for you, it's even better. Now, really cut too close here. Oh, bad. And a dollop of glue. Glue fixes everything. Okay. Okay. Now, this bit I might end up putting a bit of lace over the top of that to cover this here and here. Okay. Now, low. This poor gnome thing's getting dragged from pillar to post. I think I just dropped the little gnome saying, well done. Now, really hoping that would cover. Not quite. Well, it does, but you can see this mark covers the top and everything here. What I'm going to have to do, put on a bit of like a little bit tall this area, just take off a smidge. I'm just going to put a bit of lace on the edge, I think. Nothing's ever a mistake. It's an opportunity to make something pretty. Okay, I got this beautiful lace from, went to a vintage market on my birthday, which was only the 30th of August, so not that long ago. And so I got some beautiful lace. Probably needs to be a bit thicker, I think. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, this side needs that little bit of smidge taken off. It's actually a little better on this side. Smidge taken off as well. See, sometimes you just plan as you go. Make all the arrangements to try and get it looking right, and it doesn't always turn out. So, I think that's the front. Okay, and we'll put there. Oh my goodness, it's crooked as a dog's hind leg. Where'd you cut? Cutting skills go, Susanna. Terrible. Well, this one's the front, so that's going to go there like this. I want to go actually if I put right on the edge there. And where's the folding bit? It's there. Maybe just a tad over. There we go. Okay, up, 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 up. Oh. Working with fabric and paper isn't always easy sometimes. Okay, now I'm going to be sewing all this down so it'll be all good. So do the same on that side, it'll cover. Yes, just that one's just quicker than a double line leg as well. Oh, terrible at cutting. There we go. Now, so I'm sure a lot of you out there are probably going, oh my goodness, what a hack job she's doing to this. Okay. But it always turns out nice in the end. Gotta love glue, eh? It'll go over the top. Just there we go. There we go. Looks just like I bought one. Now, so what we will do next is, oh, it's so pretty already. I'm gonna pause the video and hop on the machine, and I'll just do a stitch all the way around and probably even in the middle, I think. So that will hold that down. There we go. There we go. Okay. Oh, thanks for your patience already. Probably hasn't been that interesting to watch me do this. I'll be back. Hi again. Okay, I've got to finish off some little bits and pieces, but I've basically sewn, take off these little driggy bits, and along here it wasn't like I sewed around the edge and I wasn't able to catch that other little bit. So what I did was make a nice solution out of a problem. Put a really pretty sewing stitch. So when we do in our signatures, and I may cover that over with a bit of lace or something like that in the end, but that's basically it for this section. I'll probably this is the first part of part 1, and then the second part I'll show you how I'm going to put this part on. So I just need to, because this one's getting a little bit long. So, okay, I will see you in part 2. I think it's exactly 20 minutes. Okay, bye-bye.